So I'm delighted to be joined by White Bear Double Act now. We have their director, Dave Henderson, and we have their creative director, Kelly McKenzie. It's a pleasure to be with you guys this afternoon talking about the Transform Awards Europe. Now, you guys have been shortlisted in as many as 4 categories with one client, which in itself is an achievement. That's with Strib. So, Dave, could you tell me a little bit about the brand and kind of the state they're in when they first came to you, and what Strib actually does?
Yeah, so Strib are a employee listening platform, so they help companies listen and hear their employees' concerns, voice their concerns, and they came to us on the back of a successful launch with a prior product, which was Toot, and it was an a school listening service, which helped safeguard kids against bullying. So it was all about confidentiality, and they wanted to sort of land on a positioning and a proposition with us. They had a product, it had done well, but they were struggling to sort of find their feet and work out how to position themselves in the market. So that's where we came in.
So they came to you, Kelly, with a really interesting problem. And as a creative director, what was your strategy behind solving this issue? What was the creative design that went into this Strib rebrand?
Yeah, so we started right at the beginning with the strategy, as you pointed out, because we don't believe in design for design's sake. It needs to make a functional difference and really communicate and cut through. So we started with the strategy, and from understanding their target audience, what we really found was that HR directors, for example, really cared about the well-being of the people on their teams. It wasn't as much about the performance as it was about the well-being and the happiness. So we worked with them creating a value proposition around when people are heard, teams are happy. When teams are heard, people are happy.
Either works.
There goes the dyslexia. So we created this. We created this proposition for them and then went on to create the branding. And what we really wanted to do was to disrupt the employee engagement industry. Most competitors were very graphic, vector-based, felt very computer-generated, not human. And this platform is all about hearing humans, hearing real people. So we wanted to really inject that human aspect. So in terms of tone of voice, we worked on this tone of voice of essentially speaking like you would to your gran. About technology. So you care about her, so you're very kind. You explain things and you're happy to because you want her to feel comfortable using the piece of technology. Maybe it's a new iPad. And then lastly, you're very human and homely with them. So that tone of voice we wanted to trickle through everything that we do. And then when we went to create the assets, we wanted to own the colour yellow for positivity, aspiration, happiness. And then we also created some lovely hand-drawn assets to communicate different people's emotions. So based on an aspect of the product that they had, which were their pulse surveys, which allowed people to, in real time, communicate how they felt, we created portraits of and illustrations of people communicating how they felt. And it created a really lovely, distinct, ownable style for Strib that their competitors didn't really have. So that was essentially what we did. We then went on to create the website as well.
Awesome. So, as I say, it's been shortlisted in 4 categories. It's a really exciting project. So, Dave, I've been told that the judges were impressed by the results. So, what were they?
At a high level, very impressive, and we were very proud of. I think, firstly, the turnover went up significantly. Secondly, user adoption. So the adoption of people in the companies that use Strib went up by more than 50% with no change in product. So, a lot of that down to the brand. Churn for the business went down significantly. And generally, they've just gone from strength to strength. Bigger clients, more users, and less churn.
Well, that's fantastic to hear, and I really look forward to seeing how White Bear gets on this evening. It's going to be a really exciting evening for you guys. So, yeah, best of luck.